Hello everybody, and thanks for watching the lower body exercise video. We're going to start our warm-up with our good old march, rolling the shoulders up and back, maintaining that good posture, and from here we'll just march it out. So now we'll take that march out into a toe tap right out in front, getting some movement in our knees. If you want to get some hand motion in there to warm up your arms, you can just raise them up as each toe taps out in front. We're now going to do a heel tap, so point your toes towards the ceiling, feeling the stretch going down the back of your calf with each step. And if you would like to engage your arms, you can do some mock-up bicep curls as each heel taps out. Alright, now you can shake it out. We're going to go ahead and get started with our exercises. We're going to start with our shin strengtheners. So really flexing your toes up towards the ceiling, feeling the flexion in the front part of your shins. Alright, so now you can go ahead and grab your ball. We're going to do our inner thigh squeezes, so placing the ball between your knees, and together we'll squeeze and release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, so now you can take the ball and place it on the floor. We're going to do our elbow to knee torso twist. So one hand up behind your head, and we're going to move our elbow to our opposite knee. So I really want you to focus more on your form and really getting that twist in your torso. This is for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and our last one for 12. Alright, we'll switch sides and do the same thing. So twisting that elbow to knee for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and our last one for 12. Alright, next we're going to pick up the ball and do our balancing toe taps. So placing the ball under whatever foot you choose to start with, and we're going to lean all of our weight onto the ball. If you want to make this exercise more challenging, you can raise your other foot off the ground, or you can keep it planted. Do whatever's comfortable for you. But we will lean and come back up for 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, now you can switch sides and we'll do our opposite foot. So getting the ball aligned under there. And together we will lean our weight, coming up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, you can move that ball out of the way. And next we're going to move on to our single leg knee extensions. So sitting in your chair, shoulders up and back, nice good posture. Pick which leg you would like to start with, and we will straighten and extend for 1, toes pointing towards the ceiling. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, now we'll switch sides. Going up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and our last one here for 12. Alright, so now I want us to stand up out of our chairs and go around to the back of your chair. And at our own pace, I want us to do some calf raises. So going up on your toes. If you want to add a rock, you can go up on your toes and lean back on your heels. That will help with your balance a little more. But just make sure you're doing what's comfortable for you, and you can do these at your own pace. So we'll just go ahead and do a couple more calf raises here to finish up. Alright, now we're going to move on to our leg lifts. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to start with our rear leg lifts. So pick whichever leg you would like to start with, hanging on to something for balance. And we'll lift back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, you can shake your legs out for a second and we'll switch sides. So going back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great, so I'm going to move the chair back to front and center. And we're going to move on next to our side lifts. So finding a position where you feel good and balanced, picking whichever leg you would like to start with, and we will go out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, shaking the legs out, and we'll switch sides, so opposite leg going out to the side. And together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so now we're going to come around back to the fronts of our chairs and finish up with some chair stands. And so when you're ready, put your hands across your shoulders, and together we will stand up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so sitting back, you can shake it out, shake your legs out, shake your arms out, and we're going to get ready to run through all the exercises one more time. So sitting in our chairs, we're going to start with our shin strengtheners. So flexing your toes up towards the ceiling, really feeling the tension in the front part of your shins. You can do these at your own pace. Just make sure you're really feeling that front flexion. So we'll finish up with a few more shin strengtheners here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab the ball that you're using, and we're going to do our inner thigh squeezes, so placing the ball right between your knees. Nice good posture. Together we will squeeze and release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we're going to go for 15, so that's 13, 14, and 15. Alright, So you can take your ball and place it on the floor beside you. We're now going to do our knee to elbow. So really focusing on your rotation in your torso. And together we will twist and back up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great, so now we're going to switch sides, same thing. So pulling that knee to your elbow for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great, so next we're going to move on to our balancing toe taps. So grabbing the ball and placing it under one of your feet that you would like to start with your balancing first. Alright, and keeping it nice and sturdy. If you want to raise your other foot off the ground to make it a little more challenging, feel free to do so. But we will lean for 1 and lean for 2, coming back up. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so now we're just going to roll that ball to the other side. So placing your other foot on top. And when you're good and balanced, together we will lean for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and our last one here for 15. Alright, so now we'll take that ball and move it aside, and we'll move on next to our sitting knee extensions. So sitting nice and straight in your chair, pick one leg to extend out, pointing the toes towards the ceiling. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great. So shaking the legs out, we'll now switch sides, extending the opposite leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so now we'll shake our legs out. We'll get up and move around to the backs of our chairs for our calf raises. So remember to do these at your own pace and add the rocking motion if you'd like to work on your balance a little bit. Make sure you're really feeling the burn in those calves. Alright, so now I'm going to move my chair and we're going to start with our rear lifts. So picking whichever leg you would like to start with for these, and together we'll raise back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and our last one for 15. Alright, shaking the legs out, we'll do our opposite leg. So together, lifting back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, shake your legs out. I'm going to move my chair fronting forward. And we're going to move on to our side lifts. So picking whichever leg you would like to start with. And together we will lift out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great. Shake your legs out and we'll do our other side. So together, lifting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great. So shake your legs out and we'll go ahead and have a seat. And we're going to finish up with 10 more chair stands here. So whenever you're ready, putting your hands across your shoulders. And together we will stand straight up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our last one for 10. Great. Whew, I'm tired. Alright, now let's shake our feet out, shake our legs out. We'll go ahead and stretch it out. So I want you to bring one arm across your body, relaxing that shoulder from your ear. And we'll switch sides. Now I want you to bring one arm up over your head, holding at your elbow to stretch your tricep. If you want to stretch your tricep like this, go ahead if that feels more comfortable for you. Pretend you're patting yourself on the back. Now we're going to switch and stretch the opposite arm. Alright, now I want us to clasp our fingers together and really pull your hands towards the ceiling. And bringing the clasped hands out in front and tucking your chin down. If you want to feel the stretch a little deeper, you should feel this in your upper back. Now I want us to scoot forward a little bit, clasping your hands behind your back and pulling down and away from your body to feel the stretch in your chest. Alright, so sitting back, and now we're going to twist to one side, so stretching out our torsos. Now we're going to switch and twist the other direction. Alright, and now we're going to pull our feet apart and lean down to stretch our inner thighs. And coming back up, I'm going to have a stand up. We're going to stretch our hip flexors. So getting into a lunge position and leaning forward, feeling the stretch in the upper part of that back leg. And coming back up and switching sides. Feeling that nice stretch in your hip. And coming back up, and that is all for this video. Thanks for watching.